Yes, I am indeed eating a whole raw carrot. I do it every day because there's special fibers in this guy that helps to bind to excess estrogen in the body. It's pretty wild. Check it out. Look it up. There's actually science on it. I'm not going to be talking about carrots or estrogen or any of that stuff today. I'm actually going to talk about 6 ways you can maximize your muscle growth. Because in this day and age, we're just hyper focusing on trying to lose fat when really we should hyper focus on building muscle, because we're under muscled as a society. We're not just overweight, we're under muscled. So if we can actually maximize muscle growth, this will increase our metabolism and actually shatter through all that fat stored on our body. So stay tuned. Hello friends, it's Christian Van Camp, holistic lifestyle and performance coach. I'm out here in nature, it's amazing, and I'm going to be tapping into some amazing tips and tricks you can put in your arsenal to maximize your muscle growth. Let's hop right in. Basically, number 1 is warming up and activating the muscles you want to grow. A lot of times we go to the gym, we're just starting to lift weight, right? But in all reality, we need to put our mindset to that muscle. So if we're trying to maximize our muscle growth in our bicep, you can actually just squeeze it right now, right? Drop that wrist a little bit to take the forearm flexors out and just squeeze it. Get that mind muscle connection before you start lifting the weight, right? So important to warm up, get the blood flow throughout the body. This could be through jump rope, through boxing lightly, through some kind of aerobics. This could be stair climber, anything to get the muscle throughout the body awake, all the muscles throughout the body awake. Get that blood flow, that chi flowing, right? That will help immensely before you start lifting the weights to maximize the muscle growth. Number 2 is time under tension, and this is controlling the weight, not having the weight control you. So for instance, with the bicep curl idea, really focusing on that time under tension, that slow and controlled movement so you can slowly tear the fiber, not just doing, crazy movements right here. And that is a critical thing to keep in mind, because a lot of times I see guys that are lifting too much weight, and this connects to number 3, which is ego lifting. Throw your ego out the window and prioritize the non-egotistical lifting. This means dropping the weight to lighter capacity. This will also prevent injury. So if you don't want to get injured, I highly recommend you do this. Really focusing on lighter weight. So if I'm doing biceps, I can actually grow my biceps with 10 to 20 pounds. I don't need 30 to 40 pounds to grow my biceps. So time under tension, slow and controlled, and that mindset connected to the muscle. And another key point is throwing the ego out the window and dropping the weight and do lighter, right? So combine the two, and that's a potent duo. Number 4 is upping the intensity by shortening the rest periods. So this could be like, instead of doing your bench press and you're doing 2 to 3 minutes rest because you're focusing on the strength training, instead drop it to 60 seconds and see what happens. It's a lot more difficult, but it does transfer a lot more blood into the muscle and tear up the fibers to an increased capacity. So highly recommend you play around with shorter rest periods and experiment with the intensity. Number 5 is utilizing compound lifts as the main priority and then doing isolated movements. So I brought up biceps in the beginning. Instead of doing biceps, start off with the pull-ups, right? Weighted pull-ups if you can. Start up with the chin-ups, those compound lifts, right? You can utilize some rows, okay? So engage the back and work on those compound lifts, and then the accessory will be the biceps. And then at the end of the workout, after maybe doing 3 to 4 compound lifts, you can throw in those bicep curls, and that will really burn out that particular muscle group. So if you want to build your Greek og physique, highly recommend you utilize the compound lifts. This could be all the different compound lifts, from deadlifts, I mentioned bench press earlier, rows, the pull-ups, Bulgarian split squats. Anything that utilizes more than one muscle group will help you build your ultimate physique. And number 6 is reverse pyramid training. This is super simple and easy. It's basically starting with your heaviest set first on those compound lifts, then dropping the set by 10% of the weight per set, increasing the volume per set. So for instance, with incline bench press, you will start with, let's say, your heaviest set in the 6 to 8 rep range. So let's say I'm benching an incline bench press at 225 for 6 to 8 reps. I will drop the weight 10%, right around 205 or something. And then I can increase my volume. So I'll hit around maybe 8 to 10 reps instead of the 6 to 8. And the same thing will happen. We'll drop it 10%. And then we'll increase more volume another 2 minutes later, maybe 2 minutes rest period. This is a great way to go if you want to maximize muscle growth, because what it's going to do is allow you to start at your strongest, which is so important, because why start and tax yourself out with a lighter weight when you can really start stronger and build that strength. Oh, we got some sunlight, guys. Now here's a bonus for you guys. This is training 3 days a week. I really like 3 days a week because you can kind of do the classic bro split, push, pull, legs. So it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, have a day of rest in between where you can get some active recovery like qigong or foam rolling or movement, walking, being on your feet all day. Great way to not tax your nervous system and allow yourself to build that muscle efficiently. I am such a big proponent of 3 days a week. I do it all the time, and the other times I'm doing some other energy work or movement. You can also do 4 to 5 days a week, not a problem. But if you'd rather be in and out of the gym, you can really prioritize the 3 day a week split. And the InterFit program actually has an incredible muscle building, hypertrophy based program for especially just that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to message me or comment below. Well, there you have it, guys. There's 6 ways, well, technically 7 ways you can maximize your muscle growth. I hope you got some benefit. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell icon so you don't miss a beat on further videos coming out when I go live, and all the different YouTube shorts and all that stuff. When it comes out, you can get the notification and you can learn something new, right? That's the best part. I'm trying to preach as much as I can about health and wellness here. So spend some time in nature, ground outside, lift some weights, build some muscle, burn some fat, heal your gut, feel good, live ancestral, and optimize your essence. I'll see you on the other side.